Before the emergence of broadcasting in the 1920s, we had other forms of mass communication that operated somewhat differently. We had newspapers, we had magazines. They were forms of mass communication. But with broadcasting, something very different happened. With other forms of mass communication, they tended to be more targeted towards specific groups. They could cultivate certain ideologies, certain mindsets, certain identities of certain groups. But broadcasting was different because it reached everybody at the same time. It didn't matter where you lived. It didn't matter how old you were. It didn't matter if you were male or female or black or white or rich or poor. Everybody was bombarded with the same messages at the same time. For the first time, people of all ages, races, classes shared a common culture. People in a nursing home in Florida, in a log cabin in Maine, were able to know the same people, to watch the same stories. That had never happened before. The emergence of broadcasting gave us, for the first time, both the incredible effect of the simultaneous exposure, millions and millions and millions of people seeing messages at exactly the same time, and people that had nothing else to do with each other except for the messages they shared. They were suddenly brought into a common culture. Broadcasting provides that shared mass common experience more than any other medium has before or since. What we've moved to in more recent years is a more fragmented audience where people are not as much watching broadcasting. They're still watching a lot of television, but they're divided among cable channels that are very specialized. So they're watching the Animal Planet or the Tennis Channel or some other news or something like that, where they're not seeing the same messages at the same time. So we've had a kind of fragmentation in the audience as people have moved to other technologies.